I like the fact that you're ending your 2024 review for the housing sector by, listing out major achievements that both the Federal Ministry of Housing have been able to achieve in the year 2024, and also the contributions and the collaborations between stakeholders and the federal government in making sure that these challenges that were faced in 2024 we could see that some solutions could come out. Because I remembered during the AIHS, we had a lot of, sessions that, looked at critical issues facing the Nigerian housing sector. And we must say for that 1 week, those particular sessions brought together key stakeholders to share ideas, to share solutions on how to tackle these issues. So with all of this, we can say that 2024, even though with those challenges we face, it ended well. Now let's move to 2025, which is our expectation. Of course, everybody is looking out for 2025, hoping that 2025 will be a better year. Now let's look at the housing sector in 2025. As an expert, we want to hear you set your own agenda before we look at, expectations from other stakeholders as well. So let's look at your agenda.
In 2025, I want it to be a year of regulation. We cannot continue putting fire on the roof of our house and then be sleeping there. We have to address the issue of the building collapse, unethical practices of some real estate practitioners. This has to be given attention in 2025. The Ministry of Housing must be interested. In 2025, we need the Federal Ministry of Housing to champion policies, laws that will create an enabling environment for practitioners in the sector, developers in the sector. And we not only create an enabling environment, but we also attract investors left and right. We are expecting in 2025 that this issue of new tax reform, we also look into how to give some support, relief in the area of multiple taxation that have not made developers to be able to deliver on affordable housing targets. This is one of the challenges. Access to land is a big challenge, and I'm expecting the Ministry of Housing to finalize their collaboration with the World Bank on this. We expect them to come up with a clear decision of what they want to do to alleviate the suffering of investors in the area of land. Let me tell you, land is critical, not only to real estate development, even for all the business investors. Everybody needs a land to build shop, to build this. So any part of Nigeria, issue of land must be addressed. And finance. In 2024, I mentioned that the issue of finance was a great problem. We cannot continue with this high lending interest rate. There must be intervention. Government must show interest politically to assist. I have seen the budgetary allocation for Federal Ministry of Housing, and we have issued statements on needs that government should show more political interest. It is not bad if government says, I want to spend 0.02 of my annual budget on affordable housing or social housing. I'm not sure anything like family home fund is in this year's budget. And that is the organization that is responsible for social housing. So for 2025, we expect government to do something in all this area. Federal Mortgage Bank in 2025, the issue of single obligor problem must be arrested. We don't want to hear the same story again. The CBN must show interest in our housing sector. Must show interest in the housing sector. Just as I said that you cannot separate the economy from the housing sector. The Central Bank of Nigeria must show, I repeat, show interest in the mortgage and real estate sector to make it easy for the demand and the supply side. In 2025, we're expecting Federal Mortgage Bank to do more in the area of cooperative housing. We expect Federal Mortgage Bank to do more in the area of rent to home. What I'm saying, I must also say, Federal Mortgage Bank must also open a window now for the youth. For the youth. For the youth, some of those youths that are carrying laptop around the street can afford one bed.